Everybody say, get in the action.
Get in the action.
What he dabbing on him? Okay.
Get in the action. Yo, we in here dabbing on the real. Y'all stay tuned, more to come. Action One Media Group. It's time to get into action, man. For real.
In your face.
Cause I'm calling for you. Can you feel that? See, I'm calling for you. Can you feel that? Yeah. See, I'm calling for you. Say how you really feel. Say how you really feel. Yeah. Baby, just keep it real. Baby, just keep it real.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Janetta, and I am still live at the Indie Fest. This is A1 Live Pop-Up, and I am here with the organizer of this amazing event. This is Mr. Jano, the Sun King. And Jano, I know you're more than just
No matter who you are, no matter what you want your life to be, you're gonna be a star. Rolling like a VIP, you rock the town and heart. And it's everything you live like a rock star, baby.
Get in the action.
Everybody say, get in the action.
Get in the action.
What he dabbing on him? Okay.
Yo, we in here dabbing on the real. Y'all stay tuned, more to come. Action One Media Group. It's time to get into action, man. For real.
In your face.
Hey yo. Back in this thing again, A1 Live. We appreciate everybody that's checking us out via Facebook Live. Everybody checking us out on weareA1.com. Make sure that you go on Google Play and get the app. You know what I'm saying? The app is out now. You know what I'm saying? Apple coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Tell them quit making us jump through the loops because we coming, man. You know what I'm saying?
Put your money where your
Tiny GB.
Acting bad on them, run up the bag on them, press that gas on them, hit the dash on them. make a little change. This for all my workers, working for minimum wage. I can't be nice to them. Y'all gotta feel my rage. How you gonna count me out? I got hit after hit, showing that fake love. They been thinking they slick. I be Uber trapping, getting my money legit.
You're tuned into the all-new Action 1 Network. Turn up your volume.
Yeah.
Hey man, shout out to everybody checking us out on weareA1.com. Shout out to everybody on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, IG.
Everything.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, man. We appreciate y'all. Man, you know what I'm saying? We got a few more spots left.
Only a few though.
You know, I think it's only like 5 more slots left.
No.
Oh, only 3? Oh,
It's only three more slots left.
So what we're giving away is for our first 100 subscribers on YouTube, you get free access to an exclusive Action 1 event this year. You know, we have multiple music festivals and a lot of things that go on. So we're gonna make sure that we show love to our people that's been down with us from the beginning.
Yes.
So 3 more spots left. So if you're out there right now, go to YouTube, type in Action 1 Media Group. We'll come up, hit that subscribe button, and we'll make sure that we'll holler at you.
Y'all better hurry up.
Yeah, man. And so, you know, normally, man, you know, I start the show rambling, you know, about a bunch of whatever. But, you know, with this special elevation of melanation that I have in the place to be today, you know, as my brother that's right next to me, I say, I'm not gonna pontificate too much,
Man.
but. You know, we're going to get right into the introduction of, you know, our guests that we have today, which they're not even guests, you know what I'm saying? They part of the family. You know, if you tuned in, man, you see, you know, the sister standing next to me, you know. She's one of the people on social media that I live vicariously through. You know, it makes me happy, you know, when I see melanated faces, you know, traveling the planet,
Yes.
you know, experiencing different things, you know, getting out of the city, and you know, like I said, man, you know, I get to feel like I'm there too, you know what I'm saying? She always smiling, it's always good, but you know, on top of that, you know, she does a lot of work with young men and women down here in the city, helping them in a variety of different ways. You know, one of the ways that you know, I got to know her and started following her was, you know, not only with her being a friend of the BLA, but also with her weekly hair tips, you know, that she would put out. Just because, you know, as you know, a brother that's married to a sister, you know, with 3 beautiful daughters, I often know that our sisters struggle with what to do with their hair, and just the ability. I feel good about the ability to give that information to the people, and so she also does the World Afro Day. You know what I'm saying? Sister Astoria, what's good?
What's good, family?
Yeah. Y'all don't know we love Astoria.
No, man.
Oh man, I've been busy.
Been getting
What you been doing, girl? What you been doing?
Everything under the sun. Yeah. So, let's see what's new. So last week I was in Jackson, Mississippi. Y'all know I'm from Houston, but I went to Jackson State. HBCU's in the building, baby.
Yeah.
And so we dropped a whole texture hair care line inside the bookstore.
Wow.
Man, that's
So,
such an
yeah.
accomplishment. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, so we rocking it out inside the school. We trying to hit every single HBCU. So Jackson State first,
Yes.
and we'll come back this way and hit PV next, and
Yeah,
we'll see where it goes.
See what's up there. Yeah, okay. Maybe not. Maybe not.
No, I love everybody now. I just have a strategic plan
I
behind it. So,
understand. There
you
you
know,
go.
it got to fit the model.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
gotta
Yeah.
fit the model.
What did the event entail? Like, what were y'all actually?
So honestly, you know, I love natural hair, but we also have a lot of ladies that wear protective styles and wear texture hair. And for me, if I wear weave, I want it to look like my hair, right?
Mhm.
So I was like, there's really not a whole lot out here for this. So I just decided, man, I'm gonna find some texture hair and we gonna make this thing work. So I just kind of added it to what I was already doing. It's not anything new. It's just an extension of the whole queen life. It's a lifestyle. It's a brand. It's a thing. You know? So yeah, we just went down there, had a pop-up shop for 2 days, hung out with the students, kind of got involved, and we'll be back probably not next week, but the week after to do it one more time for spring break. Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
That's live, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, we definitely gonna build a little bit more on that.
Yes.
Show. And this brother that I have next to me right here, man, needs little introduction. He is the Mr. Prolific, profound,
wow. Yeah, that's it,
revolutionary sound on the FM dial.
What?
Yeah, brother.
Blessings, man. Peace and blessings. This is, as I always love to say, it's a blessing and a privilege to be with family and to be with our people. Our people's story is prolific and profound, as you say.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing one, and it's one in which, we're living testimonies of. And it's beautiful to see all of this melanation in the room. What's going on? Peace and blessings, good brother.
Shout out Jay Noah.
And I could just feel the love and feel the vibration of positive and productive and really constructive energy. And I had an opportunity to be here a year ago and to see this not only, in its incubation state, but now coming into fruition and manifestation. So it's really a testament to your creativity and to your profundity. And RJ, and shouts out to good sister. She got us looking so good on the screen.
Right.
Action Jackson.
Action Jackson, baby.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So as I close, I just want to say thank you for allowing me to be in this space, and thank you for being such a good brother and able and capable to inspire all of us with your great works.
Hey, man, brother said so humble, man. He was actually on our very first show that we did.
Wow.
Here at Action One.
Give thanks.
Him and Sister Neef, man.
Give thanks.
And he's definitely one of the brothers on the media scene that I definitely, be biting his style, biting his swag. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just a wealth of knowledge, a wealth of information. I feel like every time we talk on the phone, it's like a podcast.
Because I run my mouth so much. That's what he said.
I would like to hear that though.
It kind of remind me of like that skit on The Living Color, man, where boys trying to outwoke each other.
Yeah.
I definitely do appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you too.
For all the things we do, man. And so, man, definitely, for the topic today, man, we recognize that it's definitely African Appreciation Month.
Thank you.
But with that, we always try to make sure that we're keeping the culture alive 365.
Thank you.
What better way to do it than have two people that actually live it? A lot of people just kind of use clever quotes and sayings and things like that, but you don't see that energy manifested through the action. And what you do, just man, y'all make me happy, man.
Wow.
Make me happy, man. Jay Nicole.
What's up? What's up, brother?
I talked to them.
They know who I am, Y'all know it's your girl Jay Nicole on the scene. I'm doing great. I had a wonderful week.
Hey man, we gotta send shout outs to J Dab and So Real, man. They put on a wonderful event this past Saturday that we got to attend. It was the Women's Empowerment Day.
Oh, wow.
It was awesome.
That's amazing.
A lot of strong sisters in the building telling their stories.
Yeah.
And the opportunity, for some of us just to listen.
Right.
I didn't, sometimes when I go to events, I get invited to a lot of things, and I'm always thinking, I'm working, I'm trying to get the footage and things like that. But you don't expect to actually get some food.
Serve breakfast.
Brother J Dad, man, gave me a lot of spiritual food.
That's beautiful.
And a lot of y'all that know me, y'all already know where I fall on the religious spectrum and everything like that. But the brother said something so powerful. He was like, it's a difference between being sinless and sinning less. And just on how it's impossible to be sinless, but you can work on sinning less. So whatever perspective on a religious ideology you fall on, I definitely think that's something that we can all take away.
Absolutely.
So we're finna get into this quick commercial break. Then we're gonna get back in with our guest that's gonna be holding it down, man, and then we're gonna have a great conversation.
Yes.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
All right, Jay, man, cue up that music for me, baby.
I'm sitting here, I'm feeling.
Action One, doing it for the culture.
It's a beautiful day and the sun is shining on me. I don't have a worry in the world, no, I'm carefree. Cause my rent is paid and my car note too. I got a couple extra dollars and I'm gon' cruise.
Action One, doing it for the culture.
Free your mind, free your mind. Yeah, yeah. Free your mind, free your mind. Yeah, yeah. Can we free your mind, free your mind. Yeah, 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 yeah. I feel the chains coming off me. I feel the chains coming off of me. Feel the chains coming off me. I feel the chains coming off of me. Feel the chains coming off me. I feel the chains coming off of me. Feel the chains coming off me. I feel the chains coming off. Harriet tell me free slaves. What did they do when they took off the chain? The drama is never forgotten. Never fully rehabilitate from that kind of shit. Consider it a win. You ain't never know your pops and you ain't never know your kids. That being said, what they teaching to them kids if they separate kids? And even if they with them, their psychology has gotta be off by now. Their kids have had kids, you see. Their kids have had kids and their kids have had us. We're living proof of the mentality and planted in us now. We ain't identified the cancer that's damaging us. How we supposed to build from generation to generation like every other nation where history violently been erased. Placed with lies and loose ends. Women and strong men violently been raped. Why they exercise a lesson and the power to dominate? Choices of yesterday affecting the present day. Sorry to say that we're still slaves, black. Now can you honestly say that you done never see what freedom look like? Despite what you may think in your mind, how can you identify something you never seen like freedom? How can you identify something you never seen like freedom? How can you identify something you never seen like freedom? How can you identify something you never seen like freedom? How can you identify something you never seen like one day we'll be free, one day we'll be free. I can see that one day we'll be free, one day we'll be free. I can see that one day we'll be free, one day we'll be free. I can see that, I can see one day we'll be free, one day we'll be free. How can you identify something you never seen, my brother? Like the love of one another before the fall. Identify something you never seen, like black people operating within unity. Before we boarded boats on the west coast of Africa, black bodies was being hung from trees, swinging in that summer breeze like decoration. What holiday did we get celebration? Before they called us sold and bought us at the auction, with the horses and the chicken had us picking cotton. What was it like to be a nation of just us? Before they gave us a white guard to give trust. Before we had a master and a heritage erased. Before we had a false god erected in this place. Before we wouldn't out of education, cause the education bring about rebellion in the people. Before they gave us education like replacement of the language that I'm speaking to you right now, my people. Before they socially engineer my people with negative imagery, and so listen to me and my people. I can't ever wonder what it must have been when Kunta was Kunta, he would kick you with that good foot. Kunta wasn't told me, they told me I'm free. I can identify something I never seen like freedom. How can you identify something you never seen like freedom? How can you identify something you never seen like freedom? How can you identify something you never seen like freedom? How can you identify something you never seen like one day we'll be free, 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 one day we'll be free.
You're tuned in to the all-new Action One Network. Turn up your volume.
Hey, yo, back in the place to be. Sister Astoria, Sid, J. Nicole,
Yeah.
Jackson, RJ, J. Norm, whole squad in the building. You know what I'm saying? I'm brother Astoria. Y'all already know, man. You know, somebody, shout out to my boy Orlando. I'm sure you're checking this out, man. We were having a discussion about about somebody expressing that Black History Month seems to be less relevant.
Mm-hmm.
And to somewhat an extent, I can agree.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't necessarily see it as a bad thing. I mean, I definitely think, of course, we need it, you know, for the mainstream culture.
Right.
Because they're the ones that need to recognize our greatness. But, you know, one thing I think, you know, it was really necessary for us to have a time to where we could talk about ourselves, talk about our history. But, like, now, that is one good thing about social media. You're starting to see, like, more Black history and content shared consistently throughout the year. But, you know, how you feeling about that?
Well, you know, I appreciate, again, for the opportunity to share this conversation, because I think, as Malcolm X said, there's no greater study than the study of history, right? And even culture emanates from history. You know, culture is a byproduct of your history. So, you know, history is extremely important, and it's apropos that we always celebrate it, we always honor it, we always inculcate it to our children, because one of the things that I found talking to young people, you'll have kids say, Martin Luther King, he freed the slaves. Because what happened, and we have to kind of go back to the origins and how everything originated, Carter G. Woodson, he, you know, created this and manifested this because there was no discussion of, at that time, Negro history. There was no inculcation. There was no teaching. There was no indoctrination of our greatness, even here in this country. And I know some people find it to be problematic that we call it Black and we call it Negro, and we know Negro derives from the Greek word Nekros, which means dead people, right? But what we do know is this, is that that our people have to have a constant sense of affirmation and sense of validation and a sense of orientation to their self. We know that the ancients would say, know thyself, right? And to thyself be true. Even Shakespeare said that, right? So we know that it is extremely important, and it's essential that we learn our history. One of the things that I would say into response to that, brother, is that anytime you have young people confused about their orientation to life, about their responsibility and their purpose, then we have not done an effective job of giving them their history, whether it be personal or it be as a collective, as a people. So I don't think that we need to discuss about, is it relevant? I think we need to find more ways to make it more applicable in day-to-day activity, right? So it becomes a part of our rituals and traditions day to day to day to day. Because how do we learn things? We learn things through repetition. At one time, you didn't know how to brush your teeth, right? And some people still don't, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is that, guess what? You learn by doing it day by day by day by day. And what happened in 1976 when Gerald Ford, he inaugurated it or commemorated it along with the bicentennial as to be something that the federal government acknowledged, many of our people stopped acknowledging it day by day by day. And they started to depend on February to be the day that we learn or the month that we learn things. And what happens, January and every other month, we learn what we commonly learn, which is white history, which is every other form of history. And without history, you don't have a compass. You don't have a guide. You don't have a measurement and requirement that can lead you and guide you through your day-to-day activities. So I think it's extremely important that we have this conversation and then elaborate upon the necessary need to implement it day by day.
Hey, man.
Message.
Our brother said speak, man. We're going to pass the collection plate.
I'm trying to tell you.
And let's pass it back to the people that
Yeah.
So, you know.
Sister Astoria, man, I see, you know, a lot of your work is, well, you do a lot of things. But one thing that we're talking about, you know, a lot of the work you do around women's hair. You know, you just talked about your products and things like that. Kind of just talk about, you know, your motivations for that, because I know that there's a bigger reason that you're focused on that besides just simply hair.
Right. I mean, hair is just something that's natural to me. It's something that I do, but I am so much more than that. And really, truthfully, honestly, lately I've been posting more about just women that encourage me or inspire me. I'm all about like affirmation and affirming those things to yourself. One, because we are such great people, we have to feed into ourselves and know our greatness. So the whole queen thing comes from being great in yourself. Like, it's not about a skin tone, honestly. It's not about anything that people see on the outside. It's really you affirming the fact that you have those powers to do those things, like that individual thing that, whatever it is, if you want to be a business owner, if you want to, I don't know, open a grocery store, whatever that is, like empower yourself to do that. So for me, it's really just exposing people to other parts of it. And if it have to start with hair, then let's start with hair. But you gotta love yourself, like, from all the parts in order for you to accept the history. Because if you don't love yourself, you're not really gonna accept what what other people give you. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's really important that we share that. So I try to share a lot of different aspects of that part of the life. So.
Right now, most definitely, and you definitely seem to carry it. So it's 2018, 2019. Now people say so much has progressed, and this so-called post-racial society. Do you still see young girls, struggling with loving how their hair grows naturally?
Yeah.
Every day. Honestly, the crazy thing is it's not even just young girls, it's grown women too. Like, just the struggle is real.
Yeah,
like,
real.
it's
It really
real.
is.
Really real.
People they don't accept this. Like, it's part of my curls. Like, this is just how my hair is. I mean, this is what it is. Women, I think I kind of said this back, September, but like, I think it's like 85% of African American women are still afraid to wear their natural hair.
Correct.
They might be natural, right? But if they're wearing wigs and weaves, and I ain't saying nothing wrong with it, but if you're going into society and you're still doing that, you're still subconsciously telling yourself that that's what's beautiful, right? And so you're not allowing yourself to accept who you really are, and you letting other people dictate what it is. And I had a conversation with some people, and they were like, well, in accounting or in business, that's typically not professional. So I went into a high school, and I opened up the cosmetology book, right, the Milady book, and it honestly has a picture of a lady with curly hair and a lady with straight hair. And it says the curly hair is unprofessional.
And that's horrible, because I'm glad you brought that up, because I work in corporate America. Now, I go either way. I'm secure with my natural hair. I have no problem walking around natural, but I also, sometimes I don't get to do it. I don't get to do it, I got a couple of things sitting on top of mannequins in my closet, so I throw it on, And, in corporate America, a lot of times it's, we're the minority. Especially in, real corporate America. Right. We're the minority. And I've even had experiences where a coworker say, oh my gosh, because, they don't know if I'm going to be like this, or they don't know if I'm going to be another way, So they say, oh my gosh, look at your hair. And they go to touch your hair and stuff like that. Me personally, I don't have a problem with people touching my hair, because I feel like maybe they need to touch my hair. Maybe they need to see that it's not going to bite them or something like that. You know what I mean?
Embrace the hair.
Yeah, embrace the hair. I have no problem with that. But a lot of people feel uncomfortable being in those situations, because no person should be singled out for a physical appearance.
True.
Period.
Right.
That's what I just wanted to say
go ahead.
real quick, man. I want to say the last time you were here was right before the last time you did
Afro Chick Run.
September
last year.
Yeah.
Since that day, we had a talk, and I have not used the word nappy since then. Just for my sister, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want to let you know I'm doing good on
Yay!
that. I ain't until now, but I haven't said it. You know what I'm saying? What brother said, man?
No, I was just going to say, good hair is clean. Right.
Right.
And see, this is why history is so important, because if you accept his story, then you will be living his narrative. And I go back to, and I said this on the show, Conscious Mindset. It airs on Sunday nights, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Mighty 90.
Hit that drop. Hit that drop on it. Yeah.
But anyway, I found this out, and there's this film that I want everybody to check out. It's called Ethnic Notions. And the most popular radio program in 1929, one of the first that ever appeared, was Amos and Andy. And do you know that it was two white gentlemen impersonating black men, black people? And when it finally came to TV, they had selected two brothers, and the two brothers had to listen to a recording of two white men impersonating black men.
Wow.
And they had to learn how to talk like what white people thought black people talked like.
Oh my goodness.
And they said it was difficult to learn how to break verbs and misconjugate things. So it's been this process that's happened since we've seen the inception of media, and even prior to that with Jim Crow in 1836 and all of the other images we've seen of ourselves being dictated to us and determined by other folk, and then we have to fit into that mold. And the reason why I bring that up to kind of bring it into a more contemporary time, do you know that the next sitcom that came after Amos and Andy was Sanford and Son in the 70s, and that still comes on today.
Yes, it does.
And there are a lot of our elders who have never seen black people have an authentic and genuine relationship on screen. And that's extremely important because we spend so much time in front of the screens. Every single one of us in this room has a screen, right?
Right.
And correct.
I'm on it right now.
So the thing is that how we see our images, how we see our story dictated to us, how we see in our books how curly hair is not deemed professional. It goes into our psyche, and it has sisters thinking that, woo, maybe it's Maybelline, maybe it's CoverGirl, maybe it's Revlon. That's what makes me beautiful. And we look at the industries that we're supporting. What the beauty industry is $1 trillion industry. Yes. And we look at the beauty stores, 93% of them are owned by Koreans. So when we look at, we're going to these places historically, and they don't represent us or support us in our issues such as police brutality and these other things that we're dealing with, but they take our commerce, they take our dollars, and they don't create images that are positive for us. And I think that's why it's so important for us to go back into history and to look at the first millionaire that I know of and that most folk teach is Madam C.J. Walker, right?
Yes.
Right?
Actually.
Oh.
So let's get on that.
Yeah.
Madam C.J. Walker was the first known millionaire,
Correct.
right? But actually, the lady that actually made the product before even Madam C.J. Walker brought it to market, and who she works under, her name was Annie Turnbaum Malone.
Wow.
And the reason why she's not known as a billionaire is because she divorced her husband and he took half of her money. So
what did Johnny Taylor
therefore,
say? Cheaper to keep her.
right? So therefore, she's not known as that. But she was the one that actually came up with those
the
with the products and did it.
Wow.
The thing was that Madam C.J. Walker did what, and this gonna sound so bad, did what most white people do to us, trademark our stuff.
Correct.
And she got the credit for it.
Yeah.
And I mean,
It
hey,
is
big
what
ups.
it is.
It is what it is. Big ups to her, right?
Right.
But the thing is, us learning that if you come up with an idea and you create it, right, go ahead and put that where it need to be. Don't let somebody else take it out for you.
That kind of speaks to this real quick. Is there's an African proverb that says, as long as hunters have historians, they will always be heroes, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it speaks to the importance of us documenting our history and controlling our narrative, right, and what we produce.
And what'd you say the sister's name was?
Her name is Annie Turnbaum Malone.
And I've heard of her too.
That's a name right there.
She divorced her husband, and he took half of everything.
Wow.
Yeah, because she was making millions before. She was making buku money. She taught Madam C.J. Walker pretty much everything that she knew about the industry, taught her how to kind of start going door to door and kind of, build the school and everything. That was the first, actually she owned the first like African American like beauty school and was teaching those things. And then Madam C.J. Walker took that and built a wonderful empire from it, which is great.
And that's what we need. We have to do that.
Yeah.
Somebody has to pave the way for us to stand on their backs and make it greater and open up more opportunities for other people coming after us, But you have to do it the right way.
Exactly.
And just speaking on coming after us, brother said, man, I know you do a lot of work within the community, but I know you're trying to spearhead a new initiative going on right now, man.
Well, we're not trying. We're doing it. And I think
that's
getting the action.
But we had action, right?
Yeah, getting the action.
We got Action Jackson right over here.
Yeah.
But in the truest and most humblest forms, all we're doing is just carrying the torch. We understand that our children, as we love to say, are the future. But if we are not shaping the way in which they look at this future, if we are not rewarding their success and we are not creating consequences and punishments, then they're going to go to the people who do have the power to create rewards and to create those punishments.
That's
right?
true.
So what we have to do and what we're doing is we're touching our youth, we're mentoring with them and through them to be able to use them in terms of apprenticeships and also to inculcate in them the values and the mores of true Africans. It's not African to fight each other on social media over nonsense.
Right.
What do we see constantly get shares and likes and discussion pieces? It's black folk hating on black people. And I know each and every person in this room had an auntie or a grandma that made you like your cousin. That made you stop all that fighting.
Give
You
her a hug.
understand?
Yeah.
Give a hug.
And you walking up.
Those things are more important than that college degree you got on your wall.
Right.
Because what happens is that we lose the ties that bind. We lose the connections that make us a family. Negroes don't even have family reunions no more.
It's true.
How is that possible? We came from a people that you take that extension cord and extend it to another house.
Right.
We
And
came from a people that would share bread, that would
Right.
share peanut butter and jelly.
Right.
We came from a people that shared and worked together. You had hand-me-downs. I
Yep.
know everybody in this
Yep.
room done wore some hand-me-downs. And you
Yep.
might not have liked it.
You
But
hated
guess
it.
what? It was done because you were sharing.
Yeah.
You were working together. You were appreciating. It was somebody in your family that would say, come on in, and they would share that SSN check. There wasn't no money like it ain't no
Right.
money now. But they
Right.
didn't think about that because they thought about the love and the
Right.
connection. And that comes from understanding your connection to your people
Yeah.
and the history and the value of it.
And the thing about that is, you were talking about sharing. I just had a memory, a
Oh,
flashback.
you got to.
You know,
You got to. That's history.
I remember, one year I had just graduated. I think it was, I was in high school. I had just graduated middle school, and I had a middle school prom. And so I went to the middle school prom, and I had my dress hanging up in the closet. One day I come home from school, and my mama is packing my dress up in her car to bring it to somebody else to wear my dress to their prom. And I was like, hold up, mama. I had a problem with it at that time. I can't lie. I was young, but... but looking back, I'm glad that my mama did that because that gave me the sense, even though I didn't agree then, now I know what needs to be done in order to help somebody else. You don't be selfish. You can't be selfish, Yeah.
So, I want to ask both of y'all, we start with Astoria and said, how do we engage the next generation of thinkers? You know what I'm saying? Because, all of us are up here, you know what I'm saying? I'm only going to call me and say it out, you know what I'm saying? We older, you know what I'm saying? I said I can call y'all out, but at the same time, we're not young, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like
junior elders.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? There's just because, I work at a college campus, so I'm always up there, and ain't nothing like going to the gym at a college campus to make you realize you're not 18.
Right?
Yeah.
Even though I still, I go around the elders and I'm a young boy, young blood, but when I'm around them, it seems to be a new day and age. Like, how do we, engage the next generation of thinkers?
Honestly, meet them where they at. That's the first step. I think for so long we try to change what's happening instead of just meeting where they're at. So if they are on social media and this is what's happening, this is where they are. I know for me, when we were in college, it was go to the yard on Wednesday, on Friday, 12 o'clock noon. Right. You know what I'm saying? So you got to meet them where they are and kind of be with them. And then also be an example and setting the example.
Beautiful.
So if this is who I am, everything that I do is going to focus around being black or supporting black. Like, I know y'all know that I consciously, every single day, all the time, buy something from somebody black. Beautiful. Like, literally, so perfect example today. I freaking sell hair, right? But I sold all my hair to the school, and I didn't have any hair, and I'm going to get my hair done in the morning. You know where I went? To the Black Beauty Supply store. I was like, so, hey, my homegirl, Mother's Beauty Supply, hey, girl, I got to get some hair real quick. And she know I sell hair. It's all good. But I went and bought from her, and she was like, I feel bad selling to you. Why? I'm not finna go get this Chinaman my money.
Exactly.
I don't care. So it's setting those little things, set examples that make those changes happen.
It does.
So I think it's being an example and meeting people meeting people where they are. Stop trying to change them. Just meet them where they at.
There we go. There we go. Brother said, man.
I think any organization you join, whether it be in corporate America or be a fraternity or sorority, they're gonna make you learn the history.
Yep.
And you are going to have to be qualified, right? You have to be verified. And I think that's what we have to begin to do. And that's what I meant by saying rewards, is to show that youngsters who do value themselves, they have value. And we all know, because we're a part of this social media age, whether we're, considered to be a fine wine like yourself or, a young tender like my good sister right here, is we know that things that are cool, right? And nothing succeeds like success. So what we have to do is let our youngsters know that being able to show knowledge of self, being able to appreciate self, being able to be natural, or to wear the quick weave or whatever the case may be. And I didn't mean to look at you when I said quick weave.
It's not a quick weave. I don't do all that.
I'm just messing with you. But
I have to access my
however
stuff. Okay,
you choose to be, we appreciate that. We value that. We know that you are the most important entity in this universe, and we have the documentation and the factual evidence to prove it. And when we let our youngsters know that they have value and that they're valuable and what they do matters, then we can begin to impart wisdom and information in which they naturally want to receive.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They naturally want to be around us. They naturally want to connect with us. So it's important for us to listen and be able to understand, as our good sister was saying, and also be able to take advantage of these opportunities instead of putting them in front of the screen and letting YouTube teach them. No, let's sit them down like the old schools used to do us and tell us about how it was, right?
Now,
So I have a question now. Have any of you guys watched the Netflix series for Killer Mike's Netflix series?
Yeah,
Okay.
I haven't watched it.
You haven't watched
yet.
it. Okay.
No.
So, hey, I'm just let us kind of keep living in
I
what
agree.
we living.
I didn't watch it, but I agree.
But I do feel like that did mess us up because we were living and doing our own thing and we was fine, but because we wanted to be a part of something else, you know, it kind of changed a little bit. But what's y'all thoughts?
Man, I love the series, man. He touched on a lot of different topics. I definitely want to go to the church of sleep.
Yes.
Like I said, if more churches are like the church of sleep, oh my God, I'll be a deacon tomorrow. For sure,
Right.
for sure. But, I definitely think two topics that he touched on, like you said, the desegregation and also the impact of the white Jesus, you know what I'm saying, on our people, and the economics aspect. And then also just to, was clever on what he did was in trying to flip the narrative on the Crips and the Republicans.
Crips and the Bloods. Yeah.
I'm about to say Republicans, Democrats, same thing.
He didn't.
Attempting to flip the perception of that, like he said, like there's so many other outlaw groups that have found ways to get money based on their outlawness, and
because they're organization.
Yeah, we know it, man.
I like those air quotes y'all throwing up right now.
You got me tuned in on that. I watched a few episodes because people. I guess I'm the Negroologist. Folk wanna, you know what I mean? Folk wanna, is this okay? They come to you with that kind of stuff. I know you can relate. I know. Hey, is this cool? And if you do that, then they with it. Right. So what I kind of look at things, and that's why I love having this conversation, is because you look at things systemically. What Monique did precipitated a lot of the programming that you see on Netflix now. They won't admit it, but they know that she helped do it.
Right.
Because when she called for the boycott, and we can kind of get into that because I know that's a conversation people like to have or whatever. But my thing is that her calling attention to it, and that's the importance about bringing awareness to things. Calling it out and saying it and talking about it led them to say, okay, now we have to go into action mode and to show that what she said is not true. How can we do that? Ooh, wow, let's get a show with a rapper and he can go around and do different things. Who can we find? Bam, Killer Mike would be great. You understand? So when I watch the show, I'm watching it from that lens, understanding that we never progress and we never move forward without the sacrifice of those that came before us. So we need to appreciate and value every step that we've taken, because every step we've taken has taken the loss of someone or the bloodshed of someone. And as I think about it and I look at that program, I say to myself, you know, there were some things that are very problematic for me in terms of, you know, when he was talking to the young man and saying, you know, you're not going to be a president and all this kind of stuff, right? What we have to be very conscientious of is understand that the black man has to be able to show himself in a way that's approved, primarily to his woman, because his woman has lost faith in him. His woman has lost respect in him. And his children have to lean on him for wisdom and guidance and not just dollar bills. So when we build up our children, if they say to us they want to do something, then what we have to do is inspire them to do more and greater and not diminish them, irregardless of how we feel about this system. Because what we do and what we know and what we understand is our children are powerful, right? So so that was my thing. But I appreciate the fact that brothers and sisters are looking at something that's a whole lot more conscientious and conscious than what we normally see. But I don't say that to denigrate the brother, because I love the brother and I would never do that publicly. But what I also understand, and I'll say this and I'll close my mouth, is it's extremely apropos and important for us to realize and remember that anytime we turn on that tell lies to your vision, what are they selling to us? What are they promoting to us? And what are they programming and indoctrinating us to believe and think? So we need to be very conscientious and aware of that.
We broke it down, man. Hey, I'm finna get into another quick break. We're gonna be right back with the wrap up with our wonderful and powerful guests, man. RJ, man. Q, what's up, bro?
Cause I'm calling for you. Can you feel that? See, I'm calling for you. Can you feel that? See, I'm calling for you. Say how you really feel. Say how you really feel. Baby, just keep it real. Baby, just keep it real.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Janetta, and I am still live at the Indie Fest. This is A1 Live Pop-Up, and I am here with the organizer of this amazing event. This is Mr. Jano, the Sun King. And Jano, I know you're more than just...
Action 1, doing it for the culture.
Free your mind, free your mind.
When you give me all your love, then I'll give you all my time. Together
You're live.
Hey, Afro Action. We are at Action 1 Media, if you on our page. This is George Jackson and Ron Gray. What's up with that? All right. And we are here on the scene with I Am Queen, Afro Chick. Afro Chick. So we are enjoying ourselves. They had a run at the beginning before all the festivities and the block party came out here. And we are just chilling. It's getting kind of hot. This thing ends in a few minutes, though. You know what I'm saying? And we're just saying hello to everybody on.
Yo, we back at it again, baby. Last week I started with Start Strong. This week I want to change it up and talk about why not you. At the end of the day, recondition your mind to believing that it's possible, that you are a conqueror, that it can happen for you. So why not you? I'm excited for it, baby. Let's get it.
Don't ever let somebody tell you you can't do something.
I need you to stop living in fear. I need you to stop thinking that it can't be done. At the end of the day, if other people can do something, then you can too. If not you, then who? You know, but it's not gonna be an easy road. You're gonna have some difficult nights. You're gonna have some early mornings and some late nights. You're gonna have people not in your corner. You're gonna have people not believing in you. But you must believe in you. I don't care if it's 1 million people going for the same role or going for the same position that you want to go for. At the end of the day, they got to choose somebody. So why not you? So this week, I want to encourage y'all to look yourself in the mirror and believe that if it's anybody else could do it, you can too. Why not you? It's your boy Jay Norm. Peace and blessings. Remember, why not you? Peace.
You got a dream, you got to protect it. People can't do something themselves. They want to tell you you can't do it. You want something, go get it. Period.
You tuned into the all-new Action One Network. Turn up your volume.
Yo, A1 Live, man. I hope that you all have enjoyed this wonderful conversation.
Yes.
Wonderful individuals that, I definitely know that it won't be the last time.
I hope not.
Here. But, just in the wrap-up, 2019, for those of us that are down here in Houston, I definitely want to make sure that I continuously let us know that that we shouldn't get too caught up in what's going on in 2020 because there are a lot of real issues that are on the ballot down here, and we know that traditionally non-presidential year elections have low voter turnout.
Correct.
And so we want to make sure that we get out and we're out there, we're supporting the cause, and like I said, we're not just following the hype or who's hopping in the 2020 election, although we will definitely make sure we get to that. I definitely want to give both of you all the opportunity to say, or I guess to express, where do you see, the culture, or, our people going, in this day and age with all the different distractions and things like that are put out there for us.
I'm going to say where I want us to go, not where I see us going.
There we go.
Where I want us to go is that our generation start to reach back and help them, because I feel like there's a disconnect between the generation before us and us. Although they did the same thing that we were doing now, it's almost as if they're not embracing part of that. So I want us not to make that disconnect. I want us to be able to bring them with us, right? And let's show them the way. Perfect example, my father, as a business owner, that's kind of what made me want to be a business owner, right? Just pulling them along. And they don't have to be your child, your niece, your nephew, the kids at the church. I mean, I really don't care. The kids in the community, the village, everybody. Yeah. But really actually bringing them along and pulling them along and letting them know, if they're good at something, let them focus on that. So if they're good at technology, let's figure out how to make you a business owner to fix computers. I mean, I don't know, those type of things. So I see us in the future growing into something so much more powerful than what we are, and really truly having creative group economics, for real group economics.
Real quick, fast and hurry, it's been a privilege, pleasure, and honor again to be with such amazing and astounding and stellar folk. I just want to say that we really need to wake up, and it's just no other way of saying it. Black men, you can look at the statistics. We have an average lifespan of 64 years, and black women have somewhere in the area of 70 to 72. And they lead both in heart disease and premature deaths and a whole bunch of other things that are really negative in terms of health and wealth. Having less than $1,700 to be able to use in terms of income. So what we have to do is to create an agenda and a code of conduct and a way in which to address these issues honestly, openly, and have the dialogues necessary to get an understanding. What I suggest first and foremost, go a day without arguing. And go a day without, being filled with this society's stress and programming, to where you can begin to have clarity of mind, clarity of thought, and then begin to put some water in your system, and some real living food in your system, so then you can begin to generate those 60 or 70,000 thoughts away from the 80% or 87% that are negative. So then you can begin to have the kind of mentality to where you can see that your obstacles are really opportunities, and that your difficulties are really opportunities to create your dreams to come into fruition. So what I'm hoping and wishing is that you will begin to put your faith into action.
Yes,
like we said right
get
here,
into
action.
action.
Right? You know what I'm saying? So what I need folk to do that are listening and tuned in is to tap into an organization like he has, Melanated Men of Action, BLA. Go to Melanated and Illuminated, and I know Good Sister's got some things going on. She's got a flyer right there, and this beautiful sister's got some great things going on. So what we have to do, those that know, have to get linked in and connected, so then we can begin to erect this beautiful future that I know we want.
Yep, and not be afraid to share. That's the other thing.
Yes.
Don't be afraid that that someone else is gonna take something from you, because honestly, it's enough for all of us.
Right. Right. I say that all the time. You know, it's no need to go against each other. We need to build with each other.
That's right.
You know?
You got that knowledge of self. You know who you are. You know what you do, and so you know that nobody can do you like you. Even if
Right.
Exactly.
Right. But just imagine all those different, you know, wonderful things about each individual coming together. You know, we could just be a beautiful, beautiful mass of just amazingness.
And I'm gonna just throw this in here real quick because this shows you about economics. So I don't know if y'all follow Super Cent or Judy with Kaleidoscope and all that, but the reason why they are so successful is because they cooperate together. Like, they support each other in what they do, and they cross market each other. That's why she was able to sell $1 million in 1 hour on Black Friday. Like, what other black woman you know doing that? Right? And they gave her that one little bit, but then now let's keep this sister in business.
Exactly.
Let's keep doing that, you know? And they never even spotlight. I mean, and I'm just giving her all kind of praise because she's amazing, but they rented out the Superdome and gave back out so many toys for Christmas. It was ridiculous. And I don't say rent out a piece of the Superdome. She rented out the whole Superdome. Buys properties and really gives back to people. So we have to tap into those people and like sow into them, because they're gonna sow into our community. And that's how we gonna really make some change happen.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, that's live. I want both of y'all to give all of your social media handles, websites, everything, so that you can definitely make sure that we make sure that our audience supports you.
Okay. Well, first, let me tell you what's coming up on Sunday. So I'm getting honored as a trailblazer in the beauty and barber community.
Hey.
So, yes.
I just asked you what was going on.
I forgot though, so because it's not mine, it's not my event. Yeah, but it's a part of Beauty Under One Roof. So you can go to beautyounderoneroof.com and purchase a ticket, or go to my social media and purchase a ticket. But it's a Mardi Gras ball. It's kind of like, we gonna get fancy a little bit. I'm gonna put some real cute clothes on.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that on Sunday. But my social media handles for my business is the I Am Queen hair on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. So THEIAMQUEENHAIR. My personal social media is Miss_story or Astoria 2 Cute Stubs on Facebook, because I'm not changing it ever in life.
Yeah.
And the website, of course, is www.theiamqueen.com, and I'm gonna re-release my blog. It's called Astoria Story. Probably like next month. So.
So you still dropping the
hair?
Of course.
Hair Tip Tuesdays. I don't do the videos, but I do Hair Tip Tuesday live at 8 o'clock every Tuesday. I've been having special guests on. Matter of fact, I had Coco Bates on last night with me. You know, she got the Blossom Fest coming up, so we talking about that. Come through, Coco. Got that going on. It's just a lot of stuff in the works. So just follow my social media. You can kind of keep up with what I got going on.
And like I said, you can live vicariously through her like I do. I'm telling you that. She's one of the people worth to follow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Brother said, man.
This Sunday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Mighty 90, you'll be able to listen to the most prolific, profound, revolutionary radio program at the sound of your FM dial, and we'll definitely be having a conversation that you need to tune into.
It's more than 90.1 though.
Yeah, definitely. Or www.kplt.org, and if you're in Galveston, 89.5, and if you're in Huntsville, where it's real, stand tall behind the walls at 91.9. Definitely, we're having a conversation that you definitely need to tune into. Believe in yourself. And I think that's what Black history is all about: believing in yourself, believing in your power, your prowess, and where you come from, because it's absolutely amazing. We say it all the time, we're from kings and queens, so now let's start living like it. Let's start being like it, and let's start producing it. So that's the conversation we'll have this Sunday. You can definitely go on kpft.org, find more information, or you can go to Facebook. I'm an old head, you know what I'm saying? SEDRICK, KEELER. That's me, and we love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
What's popping on that website?
You know what? Before we get to the website, I want to let everybody know that A1 will be popping up at the When You Love Somebody event. And the one and only Mecca Mache is going to be performing live. And that's going to be this Saturday, February the 23rd at High Volume Music live off Alameda, Genoa. So y'all make sure y'all come out and support. Yes. Now, everybody out there, you know, if you appreciate and you like what we are doing here at Action One Media, you can become a member. You can support this, you know, group of people that you see before you today and behind the scenes by going to our website at weareA1.com/memberships. If you're an entrepreneur or a business and you want to sponsor this show, you can also do that at our website, weareA1.com/sponsorships. And you can also visit our store and get you some official action gear. We have hoodies, t-shirts, bags, all types of good stuff. So y'all go on there. weareA1.com/store. Just visit the website, period. We have a lot of stuff going on there.
Awesome.
I love it.
Yes.
You know, still got, anybody subscribe yet, man? We still got a few more slots.
How many we got?
I'm taking
I
one of
don't
those
know.
slots.
He gonna get in the party for free. What about you? You know?
But yeah, like I said, I appreciate both of y'all.
Thank you for having us.
You know, like I said, man, y'all welcome anytime, man. You know, I definitely try to make sure that, you know, I put my words into actions and actually, you know what I'm saying, support those that are actually out there doing the work. And, you know, just before we close out the show, man, I got to take the shades off, man, get serious, man. You know, this past, I think it was last week, the black community in Houston definitely suffered a great loss. You know, with the passing of Mama Denver.
Yes.
You know, we definitely want to make sure that we pay her respects. You know, she was the one that you would always see at every rally, shouting the loudest, going the hardest.
Are you sick?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you know what would be funny would be, you know, just driving through the tray or whatever. You see her walking, and you like, you want to ride? You're like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And she be making, and you know, it just so happened that I believe the week before she passed, every Tuesday and Thursday at the Shape Community Center, shout out to Baba Deloy. They do different activities for the elders.
That's right.
And you know, that Tuesday, I just so happened to have, you know, an hour break in between meetings. So, you know, I decided to go over there. You know, I just tried to, you know, whatever I could do, fold up chairs or whatever. But I did not know that they were actually going to be celebrating Mama Denver's 89th birthday.
Oh, wow.
And I was just hanging around. I was actually on my way out. But as I was on my way out, she was just coming in. And so, you know, she was in the wheelchair or whatever. And so, you know, I was just helping do the oxygen tank. And, you know, carry her in, and they were singing happy birthday, and Baba Deloy spinning her around in the chair, and I'm pushing the oxygen tank. But, you know, it just kind of gives you perspective because, you know, I did not know how powerful that moment was going to be. Right. It was just a random, unexpected day. And so, but, you know, there will be very few tears shed because she definitely lived a well life, and she's definitely one of the people I know that, you know, the Most High will say, job well done. You know, that sister, she did her work. She never stopped fighting until the end. She kept that spirit, and, you know, just seeing her a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, motivated me to be like, man, I want to be, you know what I'm saying, 80 plus and still, you know, have that fight, because, you know, you could get burnt out, you know what I'm saying, in the movement. And so, you know, to see her still have that fight all the way to the end, man, just shows that, She's from, you know what I'm saying, she's built special, man.
Right.
And so, like you said, man, I just want to, give peace to her family, man, give peace to, you know what I'm saying, all of us, all of those that knew her. And we just want to make sure that we continue to work, man. Keep fighting, man. Keep fighting, man. R.I.P. Mama Denver, man.
She lives on.
Hey, man. Another week up, another week down, man. A1 Live, man. Y'all check us out, man. AJ Nicole, man. How we leave them every week.
Get in the action.
Peace.
Praise the word, Trilly.
Tiny GB.
Acting bad on them, run up the bag on them, press that gas on them, hit the dash on them. Y'all trying to get the money, y'all gon' stop me. I'm trying to get the money, y'all gon' knock me. Acting bad on them, run up the bag on them, press the gas on them, hit the dash on them. I'm trying to get the money, y'all gon' stop me. I'm trying to get the money, y'all gon' knock me. See y'all done messed up, put some respect on my name. See why they mad at me? I'm trying to make a little change. This for all my workers, working for minimum wage. I can't be nice to them. Y'all gotta feel my rage. How you gonna count me out? I got hit after hit, showing that fake love. They been thinking they slick. I be Uber trapping, getting my money legit. And my bow tie shining. I don't put ice on my wrist. They be side talking. I be hearing the words. See my parents die. I done been through the words. All these fake rappers, they be getting on my nerves. Southside still holding up. Had to go hard on my verse. Acting bad on them. Run up the bag on them. Press that gas on them. Hit the dash on them. I'm trying to get the money. Y'all gon' stop me. I'm trying to get the money. Y'all gon' knock me. Acting bad on them. Run up the bag on them. Press the gas on them. Hit the dash on them. I'm trying to get the money. Y'all gon' stop me.
Peace, brother Atum Ryan, you tuned in to Action One Network. Peace, brother Atum Ryan, you tuned in to Action One Network.
Hey yo. Back in this thing again, A1 Live. We appreciate everybody that's checking us out via Facebook Live. Everybody checking us out on weareA1.com. Make sure that you go on Google Play and get the app. You know what I'm saying? The app is out now. You know what I'm saying? Apple coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Tell them quit making us jump through the loops because we coming, man. You know what I'm saying?
Say, get in the action!
Get in the action!
What he dabbing on him, okay.
Get in the action! Yo, we in here dabbing on the real. Y'all stay tuned, more to come. Action One Media Group. Time to get into action, man, for real.
In your face.